We got ourselves Boomasaur on Team Red, starting out probably as a Destro Warlock. Look at a little corrupted there. You got a little smudge in your face there. We got Desire as what looks like maybe a Feral. Oh, what is this? Oh, maybe a Feral. Looks like it is a Feral by the cooldowns. Kazoo and the Demon Hunter, Night Demon or Demon Hunter, and Thundress is a big old element. That's your boy. And it's a momentous occasion with Crow Gaming Guru becoming also a member. Can we get a hashtag Crow in chat showing appreciation for the wonderful membership, my man? Appreciate ya. Connect yourself on Discord as with Sloth in order to see you easier, man. Make sure you go to the settings. Make sure you go to Discord and the connect page. Quinn, if you want to help him out too. If you want to help him out, if you have the time, that'll be great. We also got Team Blue with Hell Shadow. We got Kane going up first as a Windwalker. Did a little bit of a dance with those meaty clubs in the back. We got Looker in the back as Demonology. Oniyo is a Demon Hunter. And P-Blood, Oniyo looking pretty corrupted. Kane having to go versus Desire is going to land an incap on him. Actually having to go for a little bit of a diffused magic in the opener. Touch of Death onto Desire with a Leg Sweep. Fist of Fury doesn't trinket out of that Leg Sweep. It's going to go for Thorns right now. Touch of Death is still going to take out for quite a bit of damage. Does Wallace. A lot of corruption available on Desire as well. Kane is going to use Port Back in order to port back onto the platform. Dashing in on top of Desire. Trying to give him what he needs to inspire the win. Desire having to go for a little bit of defensive play with another wall right now. Just building up calm points off of Kane is going to get a bye, but a Fist of Fury is going to lock him down. Wall is down. Desire is kind of out in the open right now for a little bit. Is going to try to get another bite in there onto Kane. Still just trying to stay mobile. Power shifting out of this. Kane just needs a few more globals to take down Desire. As they go for cooldowns, trying to go for a heal. Actually going to go down as a Twisted Appendage proccing for Kane. What a good proc, but he already had most of the damage really done to the Druid. Thundress is going to be up next as an Elemental Shaman. Trying to run up and catch up to Kane. At least maybe to get himself a Flame Shock. Lightning Lasso in the opener with a Skyfarer Totem, forcing the trinket out of Kane. The Greater Elemental is available for Thundress. He is going to trinket out of that Leg Sweep. Is landing a Hexa to Kane. No way for the Monk to get out of this one. Thundress sets himself up, or trying to set himself up, a little bit of a Stormbreaker. He's going to have to go for a wall as a Twisted Appendage is going to do damage to him. Should focus on killing those things. A Frost Shock is all you need, but you really should try to kill these things, because for Kane, that's going to be huge cooldowns. Big Earth Shock out of Thundress with a Frost Shock to root him. Another appendage spawn, but it's going to be double appendage to Thundress. He actually gets an appendage of his own, but looks like, no, it's actually 3 appendages for Kane. He has got 3 appendages, one of them just hitting the pad. Still so much shadow damage, and Kane taking him out. What was that proc for appendages? Just out of nowhere, all these tentacles came up. This man is like a Shadow Priest from Legion. Remember Shadow Priest on like a Mind Flay? You have a chance for an appendage to spawn. You could have a bunch of them with a lot of haste. Jesus, Kane already got a nice opener onto the Shaman. I mean, he got every cooldown out of him, getting hit with a stun by Night Demon. Night Demon better be aware of these appendages, because if you don't take him out, that's just free damage for Kane, as Kane does get a wall and a Touch of Death onto Night Demon. Night Demon could try to see if he can Shadow Meld out of the Touch of Death. He still looks like he's going to take the damage from it. Actually, might have actually Shadow Melded it. He did pop Blur, but it looked like he took no damage. Oh, an appendage spawned on Night Demon for a second, but I think it was way down below. The appendage does lose sight of Night Demon for a second. Oh no, it actually gives him back up. He lands a stone onto Kane, but the appendage does quite a bit of damage. Look at Night Demon's health. He's trying to see if he can just fly away from Kane, but the Fist of Fury do keep him locked down. The Zuwen leaping right at the Demon Hunter, and Kane just got himself nice setup. Is going to interrupt Night Demon, which stops him gaining haste. This actually is huge to interrupt Demon Hunters on I-Beam, because then they don't get the full haste needle from it. Focus Azure Beam trying to come out for Night Demon, but Kane slaps him down. 3 minutes left. If he kills Boomstar and Kazoo in just 2 minutes, actually less than 2 minutes, he actually will have the fastest duels ever in a big old 1v5, as long as he gets a 1v5. But maybe Kazoo is actually going to give him the run for the money. Kazoo generally is one of those Demon Hunters who likes to play with tank trinkets, but we'll see how it works with Kane. Kane gave him the honor duel, but doesn't want to let the Demon Hunter get super far out. Hitting him with a leg sweep early on with a big old Whirling Dragon Punch, following that Fist of Fury. Trinkets out of the stun from Kazoo. That's going to be a blur by the Demon Hunter right now. It's going to get another stun onto Kane. Kane having to pop himself reverse magic for all that chaos damage out of Kazoo, and Metamorphosis coming out of Kazoo. Canceling out his own I-Beam actually right before getting hit hit with an interrupt. That's going to be karma out of Kayn. That's a huge cooldown. Kazoo is able to actually just stay away from Kayn for a while, get hit with an incap as he's getting himself a little more cooldowns rolling. The appendage coming out. Does he eliminate Kayn, locking him down to Fist of Fury? Looks like Kazoo did focus down the appendage, but that Fist of Fury really did shred through him. Another appendage coming down. Second appendage, double appendage. He's actually not killing these. Actually, no, it looks like it's actually appendages by Kazoo too. He's actually playing the same ability, and Kayn is the one not eliminating those appendages. Might have been in a bad situation right here. As he's super low, he actually paid. He had the broken. Oh no, he had the broken corruption, and he did not pay attention. Kazoo was perfect on eliminating those appendages, but then he got one, and Kayn didn't kill it, and it did quite a lot of damage to the monk. Kazoo taking him off of that killing spree. Amazing. Just one little tentacle boy does all the work. Hellshot is just trying to see if he can one-shot Kazoo. That was a bike, and that was the full army of it and everything. Kazoo just trying to see if he can survive. That's going to be some necrotics and stacked up on him as we hit the 5-minute mark, and the dampening final rolls, and Kazoo just surviving this damage because he has plenty of targets to cleave off of the abomination and the pets from the demon, from the Death Knight, while the demon form is up for the demon hunter. Hellshot will actually pop it even more defensive. It still is time to dip. More necrotics stacking up on Kazoo. I think it was a Maledict as well. Hellshot even shrinking the last CC out of Kazoo just to keep it going. Wanted to get the kill on the Demon Hunter. Does he run the new weapon, by the way, the new corrupted weapon from the new raid? I wonder if he does. It's really hard to tell, but that's going to be called Obsidian something. Obsidian Destruction, Obsidian Slam? We'll see if he's able to use it against Boomasaur. And it looks like Boom also has the tentacly slaps, dude. Dude, nobody kills these tentacles ever. As I would always make sure to pistol shot those, dude. I know it's like 40 energy for me to pistol shot, but I always do it. It's worth, because it's a lot of damage if you just let it fester. That's going to be Hellshot to get it hit with that Succubus CC, and Boomstar comes in with that amazing crowd control that Destructive Warlocks are known for, dropping down a massive Infernal onto Shell Shadow, who's going to aim as a second Kizbolt. Another Infernal comes in. Boomstar just got an Infernal party right here into a Horror Effect and a freebie Kizbolt and a Hell Shadow with a stun, and yet another Shadow Bolt, Kizbolt right after. Hell Shadow is actually surviving quite a bit. Is going to get an interrupt on the fear onto Boomstar, dropping down the abomination, welcoming out for Boom, as he's hoping to maybe get himself enough damage into the wall. Looks like Hell Shadow is going to go down after all that damage. Jesus. Okay, we got to get the songs back up, man. We got to get the good songs in. Boomstar took quite a bit of damage there, took quite a bit of a beating. He did have to wall, no trinket used for that duel. And next up is going to be Lucron at 6-minute mark. Lucron kind of spinning in circles there, dude. I don't really know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to give Boomasaur as much of an opportunity to get set up and change up to all the different pets. He's trying to give him the honor duel. That or Lucron is just drunk and just trying to walk at Boomasaur. Boom is pretty corrupted. He could have corruptions that actually might even have negative effects on him. Lucron is looking pretty clean. He's trying to keep the Nazathian corruptions pretty low. But it's going to be a Destruction Warlock and a Demonology Warlock, one versus another. Boom with a big old Kazbos and Lucron with a massive array of pets. Too bad the majority of those pets don't really do too much damage. Lucron is the one making the firing shots from his catapult, just throwing this massive corpses at Boomasaur. Stuns getting exchanged. That's going to be almost a advantage for Lucron. Actually going for a fear onto Boomasaur as he gets a random Infernal. Finally, Lucron is able to get a Shadow Bolt, and Boomasaur is going to go for a little bit of line of sight, not letting Lucron get any kind of setup. He actually wants to make sure that Lucron doesn't get any Shadow Bolts or anything. It looks like Lucron is running the Twisted Appendages. This Boomstar going to take him out. You really should focus on him because that's doing quite a bit of damage. It doesn't look like it is the strongest version of those appendages, but Lucron just got double of them, and all those imps and Demonic Tyrant getting locked out on Tyrant. Casper's coming out, but look like Boomstar's health is actually just melting to those appendages by not killing them. You really should spend a global to kill him, but do you Conflict Raid those things? Do you Incinerate? How do you play around it? Stun to Boomstar while he's super low is going to get a random Infernal Summon on top of Lucron. The Boomstar getting hit with what looks like a Maledict, not letting him heal whatsoever. Lucron hitting him with a Horror Effect, but he does catch a line of sight at the very last second. And still, Lucron is able to get an instant cast in there, even though it looked like it should have been line of sight. Fear onto Lucron's pet, real Infernal coming down, getting locked out on his Cataclysm. Lucron getting locked out on Demon Bolt. And that's going to be actually Lucron completely locked out. Can't even use shadow spells for a little bit. Does send the doggers onto Boomstar. He is popping off cooldowns with a big old Kazbot. Wall coming out for Lucron to try to tank the damage. Is going to have a reflect available. Handed cooldowns coming out onto Boomasaur. Boomasaur is going to hit with a stun. Demonic Tyrant coming out. Drain life for Lucron. And actually Lucron's pet is attacking the wrong target. He's attacking the Infernal. And that lets Boomstar get the big Kazbot. The Infernal. Oh my god. The Tyrant, dude. The Tyrant pet is the dumbest pet I've ever seen in my life. He attacked the Infernal! If you only attacked Bulbasaur, that would have been game! Hey guys, quick explanation of what just happened. Bulbasaur actually used a new PvP trinket that came with this patch that allows you to enter a portal and go invisible. I got this explained later, and Bulbasaur was not targetable. This is why the Tyrant pet swapped to the Infernal, which was the next closest thing that it could hit. This is why the Tyrant did not attack Boom, because Boom actually went invisible. Just to make sure that everybody has it explained, because it took me a second to figure out what was going on. But yeah, crazy good move by Boom. It wasn't the pet messing up, although the Tyrant does have a pretty regular case of, you know, hitting the wrong target when it shouldn't. Anyway, I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. Oh, that was stolen. That was straight up stolen from Boom. Jeez, boys. It looks like Tentacles, by the way, is a very, very powerful option for PvP. You guys need to make sure to kill those things immediately. They don't have a lot of health. Don't AoE them either. You have to actually focus them down. So any classes that have like a Demon's Bite for Demon Hunt is probably the easiest. It gives you resources. It's a fast kill. Maybe like a jab for a monkey gives you resources. Man, imagine being like, what would a Lucron do? Like maybe get like a pet to attack those things, like auto attack them once. Hard, man.